FUS de Rabat obviously winning the game by 84 points to 75. With me at the top table, representing FUS de Rabat, is Sofiane Benhime and assistant coach Ahmed Salam. Any questions for the two representatives from FUS de Rabat?
This question is for Coach. First of all, congratulations on the win. Coach, you have 5 players in double figures in this game. 5 players in double figures. How much of that cohesion, you seem to have a very good flow in your offense, and from the eye test perspective, you stuck to your stuff, especially offensively. You kept moving the ball, kept making them work on the defensive end. But how much did getting guys, multiple guys in double figures versus the Tigers, who only had 2 players in double figures today?
Speak French. Okay. You translate. Yeah. Okay. Yes. First of all, Guillaume, depuis le début de saison, on a la même équipe.
From the beginning of the season, we have the same team. So.
Et on joue sur la cohésion.
So that creates the chemistry, you know, and that's why we're playing this way in this competition, because we're together for a long time.
Et c'est peut-être le point fort qu'on a par rapport aux autres équipes, c'est que nous on n'emmène pas les joueurs au dernier moment, tu vois, on essaie de jouer dans la cohésion.
That's our force, and that's why you see this performance.
My question is for Sofiane. How has this BAL debut been for you? Can you just reflect on it?
Yeah, it's a great experience. I'm very happy for the performance of my teammates, you know, and thank you guys for this amazing organization. And it's a great honor to be part of this tournament, BAL. And yeah, we're looking forward to go to the Kigali and show people that they can count on us.
Yeah. My question goes to the coach, Karabo Mudishani from Tax FM. Coach, you officially end the Kalahari Conference on top with 3 wins and 1 loss. What's next for FUS de Rabat going forward until the playoffs in Rwanda?
On revient au jour, on va revenir à la réalité au Maroc.
So we're going to go back to our reality, which is Moroccan Championship. And we will keep the same mentality, winning mentality, and yeah, we're going to keep going forward.
Sorry, this question is for Coach again. So offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities, to me, decided the game today. How much of that was a concerted effort, especially coming in knowing the Tigers from an interior perspective maybe aren't necessarily strong? And how much of that do you then take away going into Kigali?
C'est le plus important. Pour dominer sur le rebond offensif, il faut qu'on domine maintenant. C'est le point clé sur le haut niveau. Donc,
it's very important to dominate in under the basket. I mean, the rebounds, offensive and defensive rebounds.
C'est collectif, il y a tout le monde qui a fait 4, 5.
It's a collective thing. It's not like only the big guys. All the team help for the rebounds. I mean, both sides, and that's helped a lot.
La chaîne rebond offensif, c'est du haut niveau.
23 offensive rebounds is the high level.
It's amazing.
This is for Sofiane. In the first 3 quarters, you guys really struggled with taking care of the ball, which led to the Tigers capitalizing on that. What do you think kind of led to that lack of concentration or distraction?
Yeah, well, it's not lack of concentration. As you know, guys, we're fasting Ramadan, and that's so hard for us. As you saw, guys, in Petro game, we struggled in the first half. And that's because of the fasting. You know, we break the fast just 15 minutes or 20 minutes before the game. So that affects our rhythm in the first half. And the second half is the good opportunity for us, like, to be back in the game. As you saw, guys, both games, you know, we played well in the second half. And that's because of the fasting. So I think we did a great job. You know, our teammates kept their heads up, and that's helped us to win the game, because we needed this win, because we're going back to Morocco, so we should go back in a positive way, and that's what we expected, and that's what we did.
Once again, Karabo Mudishani from Tax FM. My question goes out to Sofiane. A very tough game today. There was a lot of back and forth action, a lot of physicality. There were moments in the game where it looked as if you guys were losing control of the game and the Tigers were coming into the game, and it looked as if they could have turned it around. What did you do to make sure that that does not happen and that you keep control of the game and get yourselves the victory today?
Yeah, as I told you guys earlier, it's because of the fasting. It's not like we're losing the control of the game. It's because sometimes we're tired, sometimes, you know, we're just getting back to the game. And shout out to those fans, you know, people here are amazing. Shout out to the organization, you know, and the fans. This atmosphere gave us the energy to keep going, because we're used to that in Morocco. And yeah, it's not losing the control of the game. It's just getting tired, you know.
Because I'm hungry, guys. Guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you so
NBA
much.
Ball.
represented by Coach Flosh Ngwenya. Samkelo Cele will join us a little bit later. He's still held up with some other media duties just outside here. Any questions for Coach Flosh Ngwenya? We'll start in the middle.
Hi, Coach. Spushongwesho here, ETV. You come into this conference, you lose 3 games. You win 1 last night against a tough Petro de Luanda team. And you come in here tonight and you fight and you fight and you fight without success. But what have you taken away, just from a team perspective, from this conference? And what do you hope to take away and build from in the future?
Thanks, Zubu. I just think, first and foremost, I'd just like to thank the fans that came out here to support the event. I thought it was well attended, well supported. So to the fans, it's a big thank you. Thank you to BAL and NBA Africa for allowing us to have the Kalahari event here. I guess you know, it kind of shows that, you know, when you do good things do come to you. Yeah, just that. But back to your question, I think what we take away from this to start with is the fact that we're a good team. That's the first thing. You know, I think the lessons are we gotta do better in all avenues. You know, prep and so forth and so on. You know, what we gain out of this is knowledge as to how the other teams do things as compared to us moving forward. I think there's a lot of good lessons that we learned from this conference.
The corner.
Tarabo from Voice of Wits. Coach, beginning of the conference, you mentioned that playing at home would be difficult, considering, yes, it is a home crowd, but you also mentioned that it is an opportunity for the players to showcase their talent in front of a home crowd. But now that the week has come to an end, looking back, what were those factors that made it difficult to play at home?
Well, so obviously there's pressure. Anytime you play at home, as a home team, you have pressure, and the pressure is all the fans are expecting you to do well. That's the first thing. But the second part is they expect a good showing. So you're the home team, and they expect a good showing, game in, game out. So there's that added pressure as well. You know, I guess, you know, it worked very well for us yesterday. The crowd, you know, they supported us, and then we managed to beat a very good Pedro Luanda team. And today, they came out and they supported us very well too. I mean, we just fell short, you know. But it was good in the sense that we could hear the crowd, and the players could hear the crowd. I mean, these guys were dead tired, but they kept on pushing. They never gave up. That's simply because of the crowd.
In the middle.
Coach Flosh, how sustainable was it for Billy Preston and Samkelo to, you know, dominate the ball the way they did and not, you know, be able to spread the ball? Was it a case of the others not showing up, or, yeah?
Well, so at any given point in time, you will have players that are ball dominant, you know, in your team, and you gotta let them play. So you give them the, you know, you give them the leeway to say, well, can they able to make the decisions to find other guys? And I mean, they did find other guys, you know, but most of the time they will have the ball in their hands to try and push the scoring. And so, you know, it might seem otherwise from a fan's perspective, but it works within our offense as well as to how often they have the ball in their hands.
Karabo Mudishani from Tax FM. My question rather goes to Samkelo. Towards the end of the game, it looked as if the team was running out of steam a bit. Was that due to the fact that you guys were playing back-to-back games, and both of those games were very intense and very hard to play?
I don't know if it was if running out of steam is the right answer, but because we didn't quit, you know, we played through, you know, all 40 minutes, you know what I mean, and so yeah, they made it difficult for us. So yeah, we tried, we fought all the way to the end, You know, yeah, we've been playing heavy minutes since the game started. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it was a tough one for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. My name is Ilyas. I'm from the Moroccan news agency. First, I want to tell you congratulations for the beautiful game. It was very close, very intense. We saw that you almost did it. Like you, at certain point, we thought like the Cape Townians will win. It's like you played against a big team in Morocco. So how do you evaluate this Moroccan team, in terms of game, in terms of intensity, or in terms of tacticity also?
That's for me.
Yeah, coach.
Yes. Thanks for the question. I think that's a very good question. So most of the North African teams, especially the Arabic teams, they got a similar style of playing, pretty much. Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia. It's almost the same similar style of playing. It's a very good Rabat team, but we knew what they would do. Tactically, they're very good. They're a very good team. You know, they adjust to certain situations very well. But we knew what they were going to do, and we tried to combat that. You know, they just made better adjustments, I guess, down the stretch, especially in the fourth quarter, where they just held on to the game. As a team, you know, they're a very good team. There's no question about that. And it was a pleasure for us to play against them, so that we can able to see where we are. We don't get to play a lot against the North African teams or the Arabic teams, if you may. But you know, I thought they're a very solid team. There's no question about that.
That's all. Coach Flosh, hard luck on today's game. My name is Bafake Mutebe from Voice of Wits. Yesterday we saw Storm Gilchrist go down during the game and he did not make a return, hence today he didn't start in today's game. You didn't give us an update yesterday. Can we please get an update on the status of his injury?
Yeah, I think it was very unfortunate. I mean, the kid is only, what, 17, 18? He's 18 years old. You know, he was in high school last year. And so we knew that him going down was going to be an issue for us. Was going to be an issue for us because he's a very good rebounder, you know. And so, I mean, we were already one player short before he went down. So we're now 2 players short. Those are 2 very important players in our team. And so, you know, he had a tear on his ankle. He went for X-ray this morning, for scan rather, sorry. He went for scan this morning and then he's got a tear. So he's out for 7 months.
Hi, Coach. Koketso here. So actually, this question is for both of you, Coach and Samkelo. Koketso here from the Noosh magazine. I just wanted to ask, how did it make you guys feel, both of you guys, knowing that there were 2 sold-out weekends for people who bought tickets and came to see and support the Cape Town Tigers play? How did it make you feel? Because knowing the history of basketball here in this country, there's rugby, there's cricket, there's football that is so supported, and people decided to invest in basketball and support you guys.
Yeah, I'll take it. But yeah, no, it's been wonderful, you know, just seeing the support and like the fans and how engaged they are, like from whether we're playing good or playing bad, you know, they with us, they supporting us. So it's been really good, you know, and so just that this being the first time, and it's been like what, 2 or 3 sold out games, you know, it's been amazing. So yeah, hopefully we keep this ball rolling and, you know, we keep going.
Question for, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, you're good.
Oh, all right, yeah. Tanaka, yeah, question for Sam. I just want to get a reflection, I suppose, on your tournament overall. There was no wilting in you. Like when the moment called for a big shot to be made, more often than not, you were the guy to make it. How do you feel about the past couple of days, and I suppose tonight in particular?
Gruesome and very tiring, you know. But on a serious note, it was great, you know, playing in front of, like, you know, our fans for the very first time, you know. So yeah, it was added motivation. It was no pressure at all from my side, at least, you know, because I love, you know, playing in front of a big crowd. I love performing and stuff like that. But it was tiring. It was good, you know. But yeah, it was a very long tournament. you know. So I'm just looking forward to resting. Yeah.
Leonard.
Yeah.
Coach Leonard Soames, ESPN Africa. Fantastic effort from the team tonight. The stats suggest, though, that in the end, depth made the difference. With that in mind, do you feel that had the organization's risk trying to bring in DeShondre Washington not paid off, that had that situation not occurred, that the Tigers would likely be sitting with 2 wins rather than 1?
You always hit me with these hard questions. You just got one that is labeled coach. It's a good question. I think you nailed it in the head. I think we, in fact, not even 1 player short. I think we're 2 players short, to be quite honest with you. I think, I mean, if you look at a guy like Peter Prinsloo, for an example, he gives you so much. He gives you defense, he gives you offense, right? But he also stretches the floor. So it's a problem, even though he's 6'10", but he stretches the floor. You know, Washington was just, for us, I think that was the X factor. Him not being able to play for us, I think that was a big blow for us, and it showed. I mean, we had to ask guys to play almost plus minus 40 minutes, and which ordinarily we wouldn't have asked them to play those heavy minutes, because we have depth. We can able to get into our bench and get guys that can able to contribute instantly, both ends of the floor. So you're right. I mean, 100% correct. I fully agree with you. And you know, I guess at the end of the day, we gave it our best shot. You know, so I mean, from here onwards, it's just really up. It's up in the air what's going to happen. But we give it our best. We give it our best shot, rather.
Queen.
Hi, Coach. Queen from Nigeria. This is for you, Coach. Where do you go from here right now? A lot of uncertainty about your qualification, if you would make the playoffs or not. And you'll have to wait till after the Kalahari Conference to know your fate. So how does it in any way affect your preparation or impact your preparation, knowing that you have to wait that long? And the week in between from the Kalahari Conference to the playoffs is like 1 week or 1 week plus?
Yeah. So thanks, Queen. We can't sit and say we're waiting for whatever. We're gonna have to get better. We're gonna have to get back into the gym and start working and hope for the best. But I think it's a good time for us to reflect from the top to bottom, you know, from the top of our organization to the bottom, just to reflect on certain things. And it's time for us to be honest with each other as a club and just say where we went wrong from the top to the bottom as well. But we have to get into the gym and keep working.
We'll take the final 2 questions, Refilwe and then Velile.
Hi, Coach, for you, I'm going to be asking both of you, but maybe you could answer from 2 different perspectives. Coach, should your team go forward, what is the thing that you believe your team needs to address immediately? Like, if you find out you guys are going forward, is personnel your biggest issue? Is it just, you know, fleshing out the depth of your team? Is it more X's and O's? And for Samkelo, if you can just speak on if you guys were to go forward more technically, what do you guys think you guys need to address?
Well, look, ultimately, there's a couple of few things that need to be addressed. I think you know that by now, and so I intend to address them. So, but I really can't give you guys, because it's going to take us another hour, really. You know, but I know Mayekis is going to give me a call tomorrow morning and said, hey, what you said, can you just elaborate? I know that's coming. But you're right. There's a couple of few things that we need to address, and then those got to be addressed. I mean, I have to write a report after this. So tomorrow I have to sit in front of my computer and put together a report of what happened here. So that's going to be addressed there. But you know, moving forward, we just have to get better.
Some good. Yeah, I'll take this part. It's just 2 things, I think. You know, the one that was visible for everybody to see, we didn't rebound the ball well. You know, and then the second one is preparation. You know, we started prep on the 26th of February to prep for this. You know what I mean? And so should we make it to the playoffs, we just got to prepare, you know, a lot sooner, you know, to build more, you know, team cohesiveness, cohesion, or whatever, you know. But for the most part, just preparation, preparation, preparation. That's it. Because the personnel is fine. I think we got shooters, we got great defenders, you know, we got good rebounders. I think the more time we spend preparing, you know, we probably produce a better product.
Ravi? Yo, Agil.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, Coach, this is coming to you. I went to the World Student Games, and I think when we went there, the basketball team was going there for the first time since 2009. And Tigers is a reflection of the state of basketball in the country. Even though you guys have really tried to punch above the weight in the past 2 years. How are you hoping that your performance and everything that you've done, especially through this conference, that can improve the state of basketball in this country, especially where you find that the national team has not been in action for a very long time?
Yo, Velil. Yo, you want me to put my political hat now?
Coach, there's no one better than you in the room to do that.
Yeah, so look, Velil, I think at the end of the day, from the top, you know, from the federation itself to USA, which is the student body, to club level, which is Tigers and everybody else that has clubs around the country, we gotta organize ourselves better. Basketball National League, BNL, we have to organize ourselves better. I think when we have better organization, and better organization means people who are actually doing their jobs. You know, if you are head of performance, be head of performance. If you are X and Z, be X and Z. Don't be all over the show and be here for the cameras. Get in there, do the job. Let's get back to development. Let's make sure that there's a league that is running for over 6 months or over 7 months, whatever it is. But let's get back to playing. Basketball is about repetition. You know, basketball is different from everything else because the more you play, the better you get. But that is going to be better organized, you know? So from all the structures, district structures, provincial structures, Basketball South Africa, we just need to sit down in one room, put on our boxing gloves, come out there with a solution for basketball in the country. I think that's the best for me to sum it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, Coach Flosh Ngwenya. Thank you to Samgelo Cele. And thank you to everyone that has come out and covered this tournament. It's been a brilliant tournament, and hopefully you get home safely. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.